him, Jesus turned and said to them, Daughters of Jerusalem, do not weep for me. Weep for yourselves and for your children. For the time will come when you will say, Blessed are the barren women, the wombs that never bore, and the breasts that never nursed. Then they will say to the mountains, Fall on us, and to the hills, cover us. For if men do these things when the tree is green, what will happen when it is dry? Jesus is crucified. Two other men, both criminals, were also led out with him to be executed. When they came to the place called the Skull, there they crucified him along with the criminals, one on his right and the other on his left. Jesus said, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. And they divided up his clothes by casting lots. The people stood watching, and the rulers even sneered at him. They said, He saved others. Let him save himself, if he is the Christ of God, the chosen one. The soldiers also came up and mocked him. They offered him wine vinegar and said, If you are the king of the Jews, save yourself. There was a written notice above him which read, This is the king of the Jews, the repentant criminal. One of the criminals who hung there hurled insults at him. Aren't you the Christ? Save yourself and us. But the other criminal rebuked him. Don't you fear God, he said, since you are under the same sentence. We are punished justly, for we are getting what our deeds deserve. But this man has done nothing wrong. Then he said, Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom. Jesus answered him, I tell you the truth. Today you will be with me in paradise. Darkness from 6th to 9th hour. Jesus dismisses his spirit. It was now about the 6th hour, and darkness came over the whole land until the 9th hour. For the sun stopped shining, and the curtain of the temple was torn in two. Jesus called out with a loud voice, Father, into your hands I commit my spirit. When he had said this, he breathed his last. The centurion, seeing what had happened, praised God and said, Surely this was a righteous man. When all the people who had gathered to witness this sight saw what took place, they, Hosea. The saying is probably a proverb in the form of an forfeiture argument. If the Romans condemned to death the one they admitted to be innocent, how would they deal in the future with those whom they found guilty? For the order of events at the crucifixion of Christ, some early manuscripts do not have this sentence. Jesus crucified is the touchstone revealing what the world is. The people stood watching in stolid indifference. The rulers who wanted religion but without a divine Christ crucified for their sins, mocked. The brutal hurled insults at him. The conscious sinner prayed, and the covetous sat down before the cross and played their sword game. The cross is the judgment of this world. When the two criminals were hanged beside the Lord, the one was no better than the other. Mark says those crucified with him also heaped insults on him. It is only the grace of God in the cross of Christ that can instantly transform a belligerent sinner into an attitude of saving faith and confession. The repentant thief began to see the justice is his own punishment. The sinless character of Christ, the deity of Christ, a living Christ beyond the grave, and a kingdom beyond the cross, with Jesus as its coming king. Some manuscripts come with your kingly power. One thief was saved, so that none needs to despair, but only one. so that none may presume.